Welcome back to Nerds R Us, where anyone can be a kid. Today we're going to go over iconic rivalries. We got both of our co-hosts joining us today. We got Tyler and Tyler.
Hey.
So much vast excitement in the room today. So iconic rivalries. I mean, what you guys' favorites?
Favorites? I mean, everybody knows the classic Batman versus Joker rivalry, which is probably one of the most famous ones I could think of at the top of my head. It's been going on for years. You got the Batman versus Superman rivalry. Pretty much, I mean, if you dive into any comic, there's like a bajillion rivalries in one issue.
Right.
I mean, you got the classic Sinestro versus Green Lantern. You got that classic Flash versus Reverse Flash. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the secret to a rivalry in comic books is just make them the same character, but different colors.
But negative. Yeah. Bizarro Superman.
Goku Vegeta.
Yeah, exactly. I still think that's one of my fucking favorites, probably.
I don't know, they're like not even like rivals anymore, though.
Well, I mean, there's still rivalry in the sense of like trying to be the strongest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's so toned down.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking.
It was way more like.
It's overdone anymore.
It was like Goku gets Super Saiyan, Vegeta gets Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 2, and now it's just like we're at the same power level all the time.
Yeah. Well, Vegeta got like the Super Saiyan 2.5 where he like overbulked him and Trunks. That was fucking awesome. That was probably one of my favorite things about the Cell Saga was them just getting monstrous, like super fucking huge. Yeah, it was like, and everybody's Brawly. Oh fuck! Still one of my favorite characters, just because he's a fucking.
What, Brawly or Vegeta?
Brawly, flying fucking Mack truck of muscle. Just fucking grab people's grills and just shoving them into the dirt while he's cruising on by. Oh,
what's
shit.
a bad rivalry that you can think of? One where you're just like, this is shitty.
Bad rivalry.
I would say Sonic and Shadow is pretty shitty rivalry.
Yeah, that was weak sauce as
because
fuck.
He's the exact opposite of Sonic, but like super edgy.
That's exactly what I said. They made
edgy.
it black and then red and just kind of made it emo as
They're
well.
like, he's just as fast as Sonic. Let's give him skates.
Let's give him skates.
He's just as strong as Sonic. I bet he needs a machine gun.
Oh, fuck. Knuckles was cool, though.
Yeah, it's not
Especially
really a
Ugandan
rivalry,
Knuckles.
though. They were like
Best
buds.
friends, yeah. I'm just thinking like Ugandan Knuckles.
Uganda Knuckles.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
Oh, fuck.
What makes a good rivalry, though? Is it color scheme? Is that what makes a good rivalry?
It must be.
Probably
a good back and forth, equally matched, so they can challenge each other to get better.
Yeah, that constant vie for being number one. That's a must-have in any rivalry. Revenge plots. Gotta love revenge plots.
What's a good revenge plot like that started a rivalry? I mean, in the
Reverse
CW Flash, you got
yeah.
Reverse Flash and Flash, obviously, and then I mean, with the Sinestro rivalry, I guess he's kind of like the exact opposite and fighting for everything that Hal Jordan is against, or fighting for at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, is it that back and forth? Is it the fact that the Joker wants chaos and then Batman wants justice, or is it something more than that?
There has to be more than that. There has to be a common connection. There has to be a singularity, a common ground. You know what I mean? Like they have to match up on one serious issue to where that's where they see the other side of the coin on the other person. They see that, and they're at a constant inner turmoil with that as well. So they're like, I can see where that person's coming from, but I think my way is better still. You know what I mean?
Like Superman versus Batman? Is that what you're talking about? Like
yeah,
that kind of
yeah,
situation.
exactly.
Superman's
So,
like the the all-American boy, and
He's a
Batman's
Boy
like
Scout. He's too fucking
Batman's
goody-goody.
the-
Batman
the
is...
goth kid.
He's
smoking
ready to
cigarettes
make
behind
a
the school.
sacrifice for the greater good. You know what I mean? He's willing to cut some losses and call it a day and take the overall win home. Whereas Superman's like, no, it has to be a perfect win or it's not a win. You know what I mean? So, you know, and I think that's growing up with the Batman, Superman, and all that. I think that's why I like Dragon Ball Z so much. Is just because, you know, Goku, Vegeta had the same thing. They had, you know, common interests where they were trying to protect the people they love or, like, you know, salvage what they could. And Frieza was ruling at the time when they met, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense, but also at the same time, isn't it like what makes a good rivalry the fact that they're opposites?
Yeah, I mean, and they can be opposites, but have the same, have like a similar standing. Like I said, just you need at least like one singularity. Like the Joker knows that his existence would be completely pointless without Batman. You know what I mean? He constantly, that's his entertainment factor. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to kill the Batman.
Yeah,
And
it's like
Batman
in the Lego
doesn't-
Batman movie. The fucking Joker's all sad because Batman's not saying he's like his most rival or whatever.
I like to justice around. I don't want to commit to one villain.
God, that was a good fucking movie. I just watched the original Lego movie again the other night. That's
Lego
fucking
Movie 2 is
awesome.
coming out. Could not be more excited for that.
Dude, what's the Incredibles 2 is coming out. Fucking stoked about that shit.
Talk about a good rivalry, freaking Mr. Incredible and what was his name? Syndrome or something like that. Yeah. Because how long it's been since I've watched Incredibles, but it's like I wanted to be your sidekick, but now I'm your main enemy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the
That
situation. Which
revenge
was
plot.
kind of the situation with Robin to Red Hood.
Yeah.
He was like kind of the opposite of Batman. He was like Batman, but he was like, no, you're wrong. Like these people don't deserve to live. I'm going to shoot them in the face.
Yeah.
Repeatedly. Over and over and over again.
Bad guys deserve to die. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
they have the common ground of wanting justice, but at the
The
same
way
time,
about it is different.
Batman's justice cost him his life. So, well.
So you were saying that they have to be like evenly matched, but at the same time, a good rivalry is sometimes based off the fact that they're like not evenly matched. That
Similar.
one person is the underdog striving to beat this guy who's on top.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, it just depends on how the story plays out. I mean, you can always have, like, because, I mean, in Black Clover, you got Asta, and he's the, you know, major underdog of the whole fucking show. He's got no magic at all. Everybody depends on magic, and he's just like, yeah, I'm one of the only people ever to not have magic. Like, fuck me, right?
But I got these sick abs.
Yeah, exactly. But then he's like a steel fucking pipe just coming at your face. It's like, oh, well, fuck. But, I mean, and then, like, his brother's, like, just naturally gifted at everything.
Like
you
an
know?
amazing like magic builder and stuff, yeah.
4-leaf clover and...
Well, it's the same thing with like
Grimoire.
Naruto and Sasuke, where like Sasuke is just a super naturally talented ninja, but Naruto is just like tenacious as fuck, and like continually just striving to get stronger and stronger, and he ends up, you know, being comparable and surpassing him, and even becoming Hokage through like all that fucking hard work. But if he was like already just as good as Sasuke, it would have been like, oh yeah, he became Hokage. That makes sense because he's already a fucking badass.
Yeah.
If there wasn't a struggle for him to like get on an even playing field with Sasuke, and then the reason that show's so good is because they do such a good job. Because then he gets above Sasuke, and Sasuke's like, "There's no fucking way you're better than me," and so he fucking matches back up with him, and all the way through Naruto and Shippuden, they fucking just keep going back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
To get stronger and stronger and stronger.
Yeah. Dude, Dragon Ball Z, same thing, you know, Goku, Vegeta. Then you have like Future Trunks, Future Gohan too. Future Trunks trying to beat Future Gohan so that he can save Future Gohan and his mom. That was dope as fuck. That was a good arc.
That was like I like the Boo Saga, but honestly, I think Cell Saga was where like after that ended, I was kind of like, I'm over Dragon Ball Z.
The Cell Saga
It was just too good.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those situations where it's like, any movie that comes out that's really good, it's like no matter how good the sequel is, by itself it's a good standalone movie, but comparatively, it's shit.
Yeah. It was like Iron Man 3 sucked dick.
Yeah, but by itself, it's like, oh, this is a bad movie. But if it had not been like this, you know, a continuation from 1 and 2, then you would have been like, oh, it's like a fucking, you know, it's like an A-list movie.
Yeah.
But then because of those 2 movies, it's a B-list movie.
Yeah, exactly. Compare and contrast.
What about Blade and Dracula? What do you think about that rivalry?
That was fucking dope. I thought it was sick as shit.
Even though Blade Trinity is clearly the weakest out of the 3 movies.
It had the most comic relief, which I appreciated. Ryan Reynolds, of course.
Right.
Fucking love that guy.
What do you think of their rivalry? Was good because it was like they were like the 2 strongest in like the movie, but their ideologies and opinions and rivalries were so like polar opposite.
Yeah. Blade thought vampires are monsters and killers and this, that, and the other thing. And Dracula grew up in the fucking Stone Age where, you know, humans were just killing each other the whole time. And he's like, no, humans are the real monsters here. You know, vampires are, you know, the gift to cure the human race. Just polar opposites, but they had the same viewpoint on something in the sense of they thought their side had the better goods. You know what I mean?
See, Wesley Snipes had that opinion with the IRS, but he clearly lost that battle, so...
Dude, isn't he out? Didn't he make like a couple movies recently? He was out,
yeah, because he was in Expendables 3.
Yeah. Fucking wild.
Like, here's the secret to life. If somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, bro, I know a way where you don't have to pay taxes. Don't listen to that guy, because he doesn't know. Because no matter what, you're going to have to pay taxes. And they will find a way to fucking get you. Yeah, anybody in the history of the world has been like, I bet I get around this whole tax thing. Prison.
Prison.
That's like the only fucking option.
It sucks.
What about, would you say that Goten and Trunks is a rivalry? It's almost kind of not, though. Like, well, they're almost like too friendly because they're like grew up together.
They're best friends, but they're such best friends that they're like little, like, they're like brothers in the sense of like just always being together. So yeah, of course they're trying to beat each other out and stuff. I mean, when Vegeta was training with his son in the gravity chamber or whatever.
Hyperbolic time chamber?
No, just the gravity chamber.
Oh, where they raise the gravity.
Yeah, and he's over there like, you know, like doing push-ups and stuff. And Trunks is like, this is so hard. Dad, why does it have to be so hard? And he's like, oh, wait a second. I can make this easier. Instant Super Saiyan. He's like, huh, where'd you learn how to do that?
Yeah, but then Goten like became Super Saiyan like that same fucking day too.
Yeah.
So
he's like, well, in that moment, he's like, can Kakarot's boy do that too? And he's like, yeah, of course. Oh shit, pissed Vegeta the fuck off.
They like trained for fucking years to become Super Saiyan. And then Trunks and Goten do it at like age 5.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, son, if you can land one punch on me, I'll take you out for ice cream in the park. And then he starts throwing hands with this kid, and the kid is like beating him out, so he gets pissed and fucking domes him as hard as he can. You never said you'd hit back. He's like, I didn't say I wouldn't. Best fucking line ever. I think that's why I'm scared to have children, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the same with my kids. Be like, hey, fight me real quick. They land a good punch, be like, and gut check. Never said I wouldn't punch back. Hard life lessons, man.
So, like, as far as, like, a rivalry goes, like, is it better if they're rivals that are also friends? Or is it better if they're rivals that are enemies? Because, like, Batman and Superman, like, they're on the same team, but they're clearly rivals. Whereas Batman and Joker are completely opposite teams, but they're also clearly rivals. Does it make a better rivalry if they're like, hey, bro, at the end of the day, we should totally, like, catch a beer, but right now I'm gonna beat your fucking ass? Or is it better if it's like, I'm gonna beat your ass, lock you up, and then beat your ass again? See, I'm better than you.
I personally think the friendship aspect can be drug out longer, so it makes for a better long-term storyline.
I don't know, dude, because they've been dragging out Batman and the Joker for like 35 fucking years.
No, for sure. I mean, you can definitely have it last on other things, but, you know, with that, you know, they've changed up the Joker so much over all the years of comics and stuff, and over all the years of movies and whatnot too, because you had like
you had the gangster Joker, and then you had the more comic book Joker, and then you had the Heath Ledger Joker.
Yeah, you had like a psychopath, you had like a narcissist, you had, So
do you think the rivalry would not have lasted if they hadn't made the constant changes to Joker?
Exactly, because the continuity would just be so mundane after a while. You know, it's like TV series that just keep fucking dragging on. You're like, dude, you should have ended this like 3 fucking seasons ago. Like, you are fucking killing me right now. Like, there was a point in time where, like, I thought South Park, was just getting to the dredges of the bottom of the barrel. I was like, bruh, you're fucking killing me. Like, you're not even making any good burns on, public happenings and shit. It just, bleh,
You're talking about good rivalries, though. Simpsons and the Family Guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good rivalry. That's like a good real-world rivalry.
Yeah. God damn, no shit. Yeah, they've been going for forever.
I mean, Family Guy's at least on, like, season 13 or something like that.
They gotta be on, like, season 16 or something, because South Park.
Simpsons is on, like, season bajillion.
Yeah, South Park is on season, like, 20-something.
They're on like, 20-something, yeah.
And Simpsons is on, like, 30. Family Guy's gotta be, like, fuck, dude.
At least
15 to 20.
I don't think they're at 15. They're, like, below 15 still.
You sure?
Well, they got canceled twice. I'm sure that took a toll on their ability to catch up.
True. Yeah, fair enough.
I think Futurama technically has 10 seasons, but those 10 seasons came out over like a span of like 15 years from they get canceled like 2 to 3 times.
Oh, shit. That's a good point. Yeah.
And even then, one of their seasons is just 3 like straight to DVD movies.
Gotta love those though. I mean,
that's my favorite season. But I mean, so Family Guy and The Simpsons, what makes that a good rivalry? Is it the fact that they're super similar shows, or is it the fact that like they're just both on Fox?
I would say it's because they both have, a similar family dynamic where
like a doofy dad and like a fucking dumb son.
Yeah, and then like
hot wife, that kind of shit.
Yeah, like a way out of their league wife, all that kind of stuff. But then, they're always looking to do the best for their families and whatnot. That's why I don't get, like, there's also American Dad, which I loved for a long time.
I still love that show. I think that show is great.
I haven't seen it in a while.
I haven't watched like much of the newer seasons, but I mean I've watched like all of like at least like season 8 or 9 or at least like 2 years ago for the seasons, and I mean I would put it as a contender and a rivalry of like Family Guy and stuff, but it's not on Fox anymore. I found out it's now on TBS.
No shit.
So obviously it could contend in the rivalry, but I mean I feel like no shows can contend with like The Simpsons, especially when it comes to being on Fox, because The Simpsons put Fox on the map.
Yeah.
Because like besides The Simpsons,
American cartoons, yeah.
Yeah, like that show made like adult cartoons possible.
Yeah. There was fuck all before that, you know what I mean? Fucking wild. Cool.
Alright guys, well I think that's the end of our episode for today, and we appreciate you so much for listening to our tired asses. And if you want to listen to us more, feel free to check us out at nerdsrs.com. That's NRDSRUS.com. That's our website. Download, listen at your convenience. Also, throw us a shout out on Facebook or check out our YouTube channel, both at NerdsRS, same spelling. You can also throw $1 our way and support us on Patreon, and you'll get a shout out on our podcast and a shout out from our hearts. But in the meantime, have a great week. Stay classy, stay nerdy. Thanks for listening.